Hi everyone again. It's me, this guy, Daniel J. Hogan back. I'm gonna paint my Inktober drawing. First I got a pencil line I want to get rid of. Hold on a second. Thought I got all those, but apparently not. There we go. So if you missed today's first drawing, or first video, I inked today's Inktober drawing, which is, as I said, the other one I'm combining two words for a random cartoon. So today's words were cat and sci-fi, so I did like a Jabba the Hutt cat thing with a little Salacious Crumb dog dude. Yeah, so that works. And so now I'm going to watercolor it. And the watercolors I'm using lately are mainly this Koi watercolor kit by Sakura. So it's just 12 colors. And the reason I got this small one is because I want something that's compact. I mean, it's, to compare, like here's a pen size, so it'll fit in my pocket, and it does kind of force me to learn how to mix colors, which that's something I'm going to start working on that soon to get used to doing that. As a backup, if I don't want to mix colors or if I'm in a hurry like it shows, I have this big palette of colors I got at Michael's for a few bucks. It's Artist Lofts. I mean, they're fine. They're totally fine. They may not be the highest quality colors, but for the type of stuff I do, they're totally perfect. I've used this one for years to do paintings at shows. So, all right, and for brushes, I'm using my Pentel Aquash, I think they're called, water brushes. So if you're not familiar with them, you just fill them with water, and they have a real nylon tip, and you kind of squeeze them and water comes out, so they're constantly wet, which is fun because it makes it easier for painting and blending colors and that sort of thing. And I realize I don't have any paper towel. So there we go. There's paper towel. That's what I use to clean the brush. So to walk you through this, you just get it wet and you dab your color, paint, and then when you want to do a different color, you wipe it off here. So one of the things I learned a while ago with watercolor is you want to go from light colors to dark colors so you can layer them, add definition, that sort of thing. So now comes the hard part, deciding what colors to use, since it's supposed to be a Jabba the Hutt thing, but it's supposed to also be a cat, so I could go the green route for Jabba the Hutt, but I've also done two green things the past couple days. The turtle was yesterday, a dinosaur was the day before that. So in the interest of playing with fat cat tropes, I'll try some oranges. We'll go with that. But I think what I'm going to do is do some more detail work first. So I'm going to use the yellow over here. So this is the smallest tip aqua brush I have, the fine as they call it. And another trick I learned, I kind of might have just hacked this myself, but they have different pen cap colors. So the way I arranged them, I don't think this is how they were, but so the smallest one is the lightest color, medium one is medium blue, and the thickest one is the darkest blue. Because I kept confusing them all when they have the caps on, so that's how I do it. Okay, so I'm going to do the eyes here. And if you can't stick around and watch the whole video, don't worry, this will be on my page, and then I'm going to embed it in a blog post on danieljhogan.com next week. So it ain't going anywhere. speaking of Star Wars, I was out at the store earlier and I bought the new book that came out this week, From a Certain Point of View. It's a collection of 40 different short stories by 40 different writers about 40 different, roughly, characters in the Star Wars universe. So kind of like their take on things. So I'm looking forward to reading that as soon as I finish the Terry Pratchett book I'm reading. So you can see here, I'm just wiping that off till it goes clear, which is good enough for now, and I'll do a thorough cleaning when I'm done. Okay, so let's see here. Let's go with this one. Thanks for watching, folks who are watching. I appreciate it. If you missed today's video this morning, it should still be on my page. That's where I inked this whole thing. So feel free to go back and check that. I was curious if I'd get more of an audience at later in the afternoon than 8:30 in the morning. Realize this set over here has a lighter yellow, or orange rather. I would have preferred to start with, but that's fine. Not a big deal. So again, if you're joining now, today's drawing was cat and sci-fi, so I did like a Jabba the Hutt thing. So that's what I'm painting here. May not be as close-up of a shot as I would like. I'm still getting the hang of figuring out what works best. The video I did earlier in the week, I had my tripod on the table, and that was good, except when I was erasing, it was shaking the camera a lot, and so I kind of like this better because I also feel you can kind of see more of what's going on. It's a work in progress. So what's cool about these water brushes is the more you squeeze them, the more water comes out. So if you want to get like a really kind of, you can maybe see there, but just see how the water is really flowing out of it now if you want more of a wet look to it. It definitely takes getting used to if you're used to traditional watercolor brushes, because it's constantly flowing. But I like it, especially when I'm doing commissions at shows, because it's less stuff I got to worry about. I don't have to have like a big cup of water sitting here that I'm trying to clean up my brushes in and have to worry about knocking over or getting more water. I mean, these, I keep these in my backpack and, you know, they're fine. I've never had one leak on me. Okay. Let that dry a bit before I go over it again with a different color. Now, I'm not using this one just yet, but this brush, actually, it's the same thing, but I filled it like up to here with water, and then I put in about 3 to 5 drops of ink, so now it's an ink wash pen, and it's super handy. I like using it for stuff. Let's see, I can show you. So for this one from the other day, that's what I used to paint the armor and to do like the shadows here and like the shadow on the blade and kind of that. So that's just straight ink diluted with water. It's fun, but you got to be careful because it can definitely get away from you. And I got ink on his tooth there. Oops, or paint on his tooth there. Oh well. We'll figure it out. So I'm doing a lighter color for those. All right. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it. Let's see. So now I'm going to do his tongue here. So I'm going to try to get closest to like a nice cat tongue pink, I guess. I don't know if I should admit this, but I actually spent some time Yes, the glove is out. That is serious. Thanks, Ryan. Yeah, it's more preventative than anything. I do get hand cramps sometimes, so it helps. Anyway, so this morning I was actually researching Huttese language because I didn't know exactly what to write. And after consulting too many fan sites on what Jabba the Hutt was actually saying in the movie, I decided just to go with his laugh. All right, let's paint his little buddy here. Because I would like to think that Jabba the Hutt cat would have like a little Salacious Crumb dog critter. Because why not? Everybody needs a friend, even an intergalactic mob boss. It's getting a little too thick there. Okay. Let's see here. Dog collar. All right, let's do. There we go. This little buddy's okay. I'll probably leave his eyes white. That's fine. Okay, let's see here. The good thing about watercolor is if you catch stuff like this, how I painted his tooth orange soon enough and you get it while it's still kind of wet, or you can sometimes just get it out of the way there, clean things up a bit. When in doubt, you can always go over stuff with a pen after the fact. Alright, I'm going to do his little ball of yarn over here. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Actually, yeah, why not? Actually, it's experimenting with the light here. Like I said, this is all new territory for me, trying to do this. I don't want to block the camera. All right. Okay. Not worried about getting paint in those because those are going to be black. So they'll be painted over anyway. If you're wondering, yes, these are supposed to be mouse ears. I'm actually switched to a smaller brush. Kind of a double joke because it's a cat and also because, you know, Disney owns Star Wars. So my original thing was like, oh yeah, it should be mice because he's a cat. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's funnier still because, duh, Disney. Okay. I'm going to go back and do another pass on our Java here. A little bit darker orange. Okay, let's... Okay, Ryan wants to know what's going on here. So, this is today's Inktober drawing. I had to combine cat and sci-fi for my random cartoon. And so I did a Jabba the Hutt thing with a little Salacious Crumb dog. I inked it in an earlier video, which is still on my profile. And then I'm watercoloring. I'm just about done here. So I'm just kind of going through adding some darker colors, give it a little bit more definition. Because you go from light to dark with your watercolors. So they can kind of show through. Pretty much done with this. I'm going to go through now with my ink wash pen and add some shading and stuff. For those who missed it, the paints I'm using are my Koi Sakura travel kit, or field sketch kit rather. It's a 12 color kit. It's very compact. I like it a lot. And I also have a cheapo Artist Loft 36 color thing that I've had for a few years, and it's perfectly fine for the stuff I do on the fly. So the thing with this to be careful is sometimes it can kind of come out a little too fast and a little too dark. So I'm still getting the hang of using this in the right mixture. So I probably might have made it too dark initially, because like I said before, I filled it up to here with water and then added like 6 drops of black ink. That might have been a little too much, but I feel as it got lower down, it got darker, which I guess that could make sense if there's like more sediment down here or something. I don't know, whatever. But anyway, it's fine. So I'm just gonna use this and kind of lightly go over here and try it. And see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. See how that came out like pitch black? That is not what I want. So I'm just gonna grab that with some paper towel. Ooh, this thing is leaking. Next time I make one of these, I'm actually going to go with a smaller tip in hopes of making it not as crazy. So you can see it just gives me just a nice gray, which is great for just, you know, backgrounds, doing some, you know, easy shadows, that kind of thing. So I'm just kind of carefully go over this guy, give him a little bit of shadow there. Same thing here too, not too much, but just a little bit. This ink wash pen's my go-to for like when I'm doing sketches and sketchbooks and just want to add a little something to the sketch. If I'm doing like a shape exercise, which that's when I'll do like a random shape just on the page, and then later on I'll like take a pen and just try to figure something out. Just it's a good warm-up exercise. So that's why I like that ink wash pen, because it's fun. It's a relatively inexpensive way to add some more layers to your work. Okay. I think I'm pretty much good to go here. I think we're all done. Yeah, so if you're seeing the comments, Ryan, long day. Ryan mentioned the brush that comes with the kit. That's this one. I don't actually use it, but it is super handy. It will fit right there. I have nothing against that brush. I like the Pentels more, but if I had to like be super compact, I would totally take it with me and just use that one. It does also come with this little sponge, which is handy. Paper towel's better, but the good thing about this is you can wash it out and wring it out and stuff, and you got your palettes here and stuff. So this is a really handy kit. I'm gonna do like a separate video review of it soon, but I've been really happy with it. It's super compact. I can fit in my pocket, and I can take it pretty much anywhere. So that's it. I'm done painting today's drawing. Thanks for watching. I'll try and do videos as often as I can, but during the week that might be hard, unless I do them at night, because I do try to do these in the morning, at least draw and ink them in the morning, so maybe I could paint them at night and video it. But thanks for watching. This is today's Inktober drawing. Oops. Yeah, good old what's his name. Sorry, Ryan. I'm trying to do like 5 things at once. Give me a break. But thanks for watching, and if you want to see more of my drawings, visit Claritron on Instagram, and I'm also on Twitter at Daniel J. Hogan, and I'm also posting all these at my Patreon. That's patreon.com/Daniel J. Hogan, and these videos will also be available on danieljhogan.com next week. They'll be in a blog post, so they're not going anywhere if you didn't catch the beginning. All right. Thanks, everyone.